right? So see, this you actually, you know, let me tell you a little bit history about mathematics, because since we are doing geometry, so the geometry is very old branch of mathematics. So you will definitely, let me tell you this history. I am not sure you will enjoy it, because I'll try to give you as much as this history part. Then I go to this basic geometry. Why we need to do the geometry? So to answer this question, we need to know the history of mathematics, how it was developed many day ago. So that little bit recall here. See, the recorded document, whatever we have, you can say the book. From those book, we know that actually, if you look at the earth, so this is our earth, right, Muhammad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is spherical, right?
Yeah.
It is totally a sphere. Yes. I'll tell you that concept. So it has a center like that. So if, let's say, Muhammad, you stand here. This is your location. You are here standing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now see, try to realize. I mean, try to feel it that if you stand at this point, let's say the point I called A point, you stand here. Then if you look around your the neighborhood, then you cannot the consider the car part. You only consider that you can feel that you are standing on a plane, right, Muhammad?
Yeah.
So that is very much pretty important, that although we are living on sphere, so it is a curved surface, but we can see it is a plane, right?
Yeah.
So, so, so that time, the ancient time, so the people has the same thing. We have no satellite. We have no, like that concept that we are living on sphere. That time, people thought that we are living on a plate. Okay, I mean the plane
Yeah.
like that. Yes. So that's why they developed the plane geometry. And it was developed by many mathematicians or that time called the philosopher. Okay, like Archimedes or and Plato, all guys, they did on the plane geometry. So that's why they are interested, yes, on the plane geometry. The geometry that you are now learning the course is called the plane geometry. Okay, Mohammed?
Yeah.
Yes. Hmm. So plane geometry mean you have a piece of paper. You can think that we have a piece of paper, and on that piece of paper, we are drawing something.
Yeah.
Yes. And see, if you draw something, you can feel that whatever you draw, your brain always work, right? if you
Yeah.
if you put your pencil on the piece of paper and if you try to draw it like that, so the brain every movement work, right? If you are here, it works. Then if you want to change the movement, then you have many direction. Your brain first work, then it asks your hand to move, so you move like that. So this means the brain every time thinking how we draw the image on the plane. So every path, or you can say that whatever you draw on a plan having a logical the meaning, right, Muhammad?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, that actually yes, developed by Euclid, the great mathematician. I say that the math geometer, so mathematician, the Euclid, and he was from the Greek. and he wrote a book called Element. Okay,
Yeah.
this book Element contain the geometry of plane. The book name is Elements. It was written by Euclid, and it contains all the theorems about the plane geometry. And he wrote the book based on some definition and postulate. Okay,
Yeah.
that definition, postulate, and theorem we will learn here. So that's why this course we start. So let's start from now your your image that we have one by one. So the first thing that we need to know do the plane geometry. See, before go to the proper topics that you have, let me tell you little bit here that if I take a piece of paper, so let's say blank piece of paper. Okay, Mohammed, blank piece of paper we have.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if we see, if you take a pencil and put here, then for the first, the thing you get is the point, right?
Yeah.
This is the point. The point is nothing, just it is a position. Your starting position. Just you have that position, that place. So something like that. Now, if you move little bit, this direction, maybe another direction, you get a straight line like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you properly the language, proper language, the line segment, ray, straight line, all the thing we'll explain. So the first that thing we need to know, we will focus here basically the point. Point is very much elementary object. You can say it is the atom of geometry. Okay, Mohammed? Atom mean what?
Yeah.
In chemistry, you did it, right? Atom?
Yes.
Yes, atom. Yes, yes. Atom mean the smallest part. If you have a particle, if you break it and break, at the end you get the atom, right?
Yes.
So this is particle and break it two pieces. Take one piece and again break it. Then take and small point. This is the atom. Yes. Okay, that way. So basically, the point is this kind of thing. So we start with point, then we define the straight line, then we define the segment, we define the ray, and we see how we denote those. We have some, we need some, the geometry is very much, itself. We have already. Nowadays, people actually can imagine that and draw the different kind of image, but the whatever we have in the nature we can see around us are all geometry, right, Muhammad? Whatever you see, neighborhood,
Yeah.
all are geometry. Yes, the road is a geometry. The wall you can see it is a geometry. Two wall, the intersect along a straight line. If you are sitting in a room, you can see, right? Two wall intersect at a straight line, right?
Yeah.
And three wall intersect at a point like that. So everything geometry. So since everything geometry and everything is stable around us, so it satisfies some logical situation. That logical situation was written by Euclid in his book Element. That you will learn in your geometry course. So let's start with point. So let me move to the next page. This is the total history. The course you are going to learn was written by Euclid. So Euclid was a author who wrote a mathematics book. It was the first geometry book called Element. And the work was the book he wrote. In the book, the theorem, all the thing, the work was done
Yeah.
by, yes, many mathematicians like Archimedes, all the math, the before Euclid, the mathematician, great mathematician, where they did basically. Those all theorem he collect and wrote inside one book called Element, and that we are going to learn now. And modern geometry is basically, let me tell you, since I'm telling you, the modern geometry is based on Newton concept called calculus. You will see later the calculus course, pre-calculus, calculus. This geometry is ancient geometry. I mean, there is no algebra. Only we will depends on postulates. The geometry that only depends on postulates and no algebra is ancient geometry, I called. The geometry that depends on algebra, I called modern geometry. Okay, Muhammad?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this geometry, we will not see any equation. We only deal with some postulates like that. So let's start with the point. So next page. Next page, we will do the point. Because point are very much fundamental to study, geometry. Because everything is building block from the point. Okay. So it is just a position, or you can say the location. It has no dimension, right?
Yeah.
So just a point. So if you take here your piece of paper, yes, the point means just this kind of situation. So point. So point has no dimension. Now the unknown term here is dimension. Actually, Muhammad, are you good with dimension? The term dimension, or it is very much new to you?
So dimensions could be like 2D, 3D.
Exactly. Exactly. You are correct. Can you little bit explain about dimension, not mathematical, just reality,
So
whatever thing.
like so like 3D could be a piece of paper, for example, as it has no volume, while a sphere or a cylinder or a cube, those are 3D.
Yes. Yes. You are right. You are right. Very good. 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 Yes. Mm, mm, yes. Thank you. So okay. So no dimension mean point, right?
Yeah.
No dimension mean a point. Yes, like that. One dimension mean, you have something like this, right? It may be ray, it may be segment, it may be straight line, right?
Yeah.
So how you get one dimension? You start from zero dimension and you extend this side like that, right?
Hmm.
And then two dimension mean, I'll come back to the point. So this means you have a one dimension, and you just take this one dimension here. The area it sweep out is called the two dimension. Got it, Muhammad?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the three dimension? Same thing, right? You take a two
Yeah.
dimension thing, yes, and sweep it upward little bit. So here you get this place, right? So total thing is that three dimension, the space you getting like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Very good. But let me start here the point. So the point has no dimension. Basically, we can fill up to three dimension: the length, breadth, and height. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now this the point is represented by a dot. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, by dot that we put it here, and it point represent point represent location, a location, just a location. Okay.
Mhm.
In space. So the point has no dimension. It is denoted by dot. It represent a location. Just location, right, Mama?
Yeah.
Okay. So how we denote point? Point we denote by capital letter. Hmm. The point is denote or written by, denoted by, or name by. Okay,
Yeah.
name by capital, yes, letter. That is very much important. So the point, if you take a piece of paper and if you want to if you want to indicate a location, you have to put a point, dot, right? Natural thinking.
Yeah.
So dot, that dot we denote by capital letter. So yeah, so the point is normally denoted by the capital. Yes, that is the idea about the point. Now we see one dimension thing. That is the simplest thing is the line. Okay.
Yeah.
So now the line. You can divide the line into three part. You can say the basically straight line, okay, or simply the line, and then I okay. So okay, not like that. So line mean we understand the line that we can extend both side that way. We give the different name for the ray and segment. Okay, Mohammed.
Yeah.
Right. So what we take here? So the line mean a straight line basically. So if I give you 1 point, then how many straight line you can draw passing through 1 point?
Sorry, repeat that.
If I so say we have here point A, the location A we have this point. Can you see the
Yeah.
curve? Yes. If
Yeah, I
I
can.
yes, if I asked you to draw the straight line passing through point A, how many straight line you can draw? One, two, three, many.
One.
One or okay. I took here this point. Let's say one. Someone can take this one, right? Someone also can take this one, right? Someone also can take this one. So how many straight line you can draw passing through 1 point?
Many.
Many, many, yes. So if you have a point, then through that point you can draw infinitely many straight line on a plane. Is it clear, Muhammad, now?
Yes, it is.
Fine. Now see, if I fixed another point B, then so we have two location, 2 point A and B. Then how many straight line you can draw passing through both point A and B? One, two, three, four, many. How many?
One.
One.
Just
Yes.
one.
Yes. So if we fix 2 point, then through that point we can draw basically unique. I mean only one straight line that passing through those 2 point A, B. So therefore, 2 points are very much important. 2 points or two locations determine a straight line or simply a line. Okay. So
Yeah.
let me tell you about the line. So the line has dimension 1. So it is a one dimension object. So this means you can it has only length. In other way, you can say it has only, you can say, the length. Okay. We,
Yeah.
we, we can measure the length at least. Yes. Now, the line has the property that we can, okay, go to the earth first, then I come back here. See, see, Muhammad, if you are stand here, if you draw the, the straight line, so you have to stop at some place, right? Because, you know, we are very small near the galaxy, right?
Yeah.
But our imagination is very much, big. It is also like a galaxy, right? Imagination.
Yeah.
Although we cannot draw the straight line, if I give a piece of paper, then because it has a bounded piece of paper, so it has a small size, so you have to stop your straight line, right, at some place, both side. But if I enlarge, if I give you more, large piece of paper, then your straight line you can extend both side more, right, Mama?
Yeah.
If I give more larger piece of paper, then you can extend then your straight line. So this process actually depends on the piece of paper. If piece of paper is large size, then you can extend both side. So this means, so it is not always possible to give you infinitely many large piece of paper. What we can imagine, that let's say we have a very infinitely large amount of piece of paper. I mean the big, infinitely many big. So in this case, we can extend the straight line both side infinitely many, right, as we want, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have a straight line, you can extend any straight line, you can extends infinitely. The term infinitely is unknown to you, I think, right, Mohammed? Infinitely.
Uh, no.
Okay, you are familiar. Did you familiar infinitely term
Yes.
in mathematics course before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, in opposite. So the opposite direction. So this means straight line has no end point. In one word, you can say the straight line has no end points. Okay.
Yes.
So straight line, the line is named by using 2 points. So basically, because straight line determined by 2 points or a script letter. Okay.
Yeah.
So scripted letter. Yeah. So if you have a straight line, let's say this kind of straight line. So what we do, both end point we put a arrow. Got it, Muhammad? Because we want to say,
Yes.
yes, this arrow mean we want to say we can extend that side. Also, this arrow mean we say we want to extend this side also. We can extend left side also, right side. Yes. If we take 2 point AB on the straight line, then the straight line, this straight line we will write like this: AB, then in the head we put A to B. Okay.
Yeah.
Or we can write BA and then put in this array. It is not matter which the letter you taking first, A to B or B to A. Anyway, you can take any the order. Okay.
Yeah.
Or just like that, or small l like that, or small script L or script C. Sometime we prefer to write the straight line, but most of the time you used to write using this. Take 2 point AB, then put in the head the this kind of straight line notation. A segment both side you have a array, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have learned the point. Point mean a it has nothing, just a position or a location in the space. It is denoted by capital letter. Straight line mean it is a one dimension thing, and you can extend infinitely in opposite direction, and the line can be denoted by 2 points. AB, we take AB, and then I think you got it, the line, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Can you tell me why we are interested to learn the straight line? Any idea in the real world when you are driving the cycles or car, or if you walking along the road, or in a playground? So can you tell me some real situation, like in the if you walking or cycling or driving along road, then you use the straight line always? Can you tell me that situation? Because
To get directions to something.
it is the shortest path, right, between 2 point. It very much shortest, right?
Yeah.
Yes. If I give 2 point A, B, you can see, if you want, you can make a experiment. You put here a ant, okay? A point you put a ant. Hmm. And here you put sugar, okay? Little bit or sweet. Okay, Muhammad? Yes. Now you,
Yes.
yeah, you free the ant from the point A. Then you can see the ant always move along this. Okay. He never move this way because he, and also know how what is the shortest path. Okay. And also move along the straight line. Got it, Muhammad?
Yeah.
So straight line, why we are interested in straight line? Because straight line give us the shortest path between 2 point on a plane or in our local area. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, good. So the, yeah, straight line is done. Now the line segment. So let me go to the next page that called the line segment or the segment. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, fine. So here it is, the line segment. It is the part of straight line. Line segment, or just you simply say the segment. So how it is defined? It is a part of, you can say, the line or straight line. Okay. It has dimension 1 also. It start from a, I mean, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me put here the point PQ. Let's say PQ and points are PQ. Then we denote it by, let's say, okay, let me use your notation that you have in the notes, basically Q and R. So again, it has dimension. So it has dimension 1, or you can say one dimension object. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Then it is part of line or straight line. Line or straight line. The short form of straight line is line. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it has a beginning point. Okay.
Yeah.
Beginning, and it has beginning and end. It has a beginning and an end. Okay. So this means the beginning here, basically we don't know, you can say beginning at Q and end at R, or beginning at R and at Q. So it is non-directed segment. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So name used by endpoint. So how we name? Named used by endpoints. Okay. So for example, this we can name QR, then we put here this thing, or RQ, we put this thing. Not put here arrow, not this way. If you put this, then it is a straight line. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you, in this case, you have to consider, this. Got it?
Yeah.
QR. So I think you got the difference. If you put this arrow segment notation, then it is a straight line. Just normal segment notation on the top of Q 2 point, then the segment from Q to R. It has finite length, right? So it has, yes, finite length. Any question, Muhammad, so far?
No.
Very good. Okay, nice. So now let me put here the the ray. So let me put here the ray. It is also very much pretty easy. So the ray mean, you know it has dimension 1, and ray you can extend only one side, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say it start from the point A. Okay, and we take any point G, and we extend, to the side of G. Then we denote by AG. Then we put here ray, like that. Okay,
Yes.
right. You cannot write GA ray. Not this you cannot put this way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I think you got it right. The ray how defined. You can you
Yeah.
can extend only one side. Yes. You fixed one side. You tied it. So you cannot allow this side extension. A point is the initial point you can think. This concept actually we will use, all right. Later, when the vector we study, we see this thing. Right. Now, yeah. Okay. Fine. Now we see here the opposite ray. So the name. So any question about the ray? Ray is clear, right? It start from a point.
Yeah. Rays clear.
Okay.
But can you explain opposite rays?
Huh? Opposite? Yes, yes, yes. Opposite ray. I'll tell you now. Opposite ray. So here it is. So let me go to this page. Next page. Opposite ray. Okay. Opposite ray mean is a pair of ray. Okay.
Yeah.
So firstly you have pair. You have two ray. So the pair of rays, sharing the sharing the same endpoint. Okay.
Yeah.
Which the share the same endpoint. I'll tell you. And extend in opposite direction. So you have two ray. Opposite rays mean you have pair of ray. Two ray there is having same endpoint, and they are extending opposite direction. Okay. So for example,
Yeah.
let's say you have here, yes, the point I called, let's say we have M point, and we have a ray this direction N. Okay. And here let's say we have this direction K. Is this okay, Mohammed? So the same endpoint.
Yes.
Yes. From the point M, you take this direction. In the M direction, a ray, and just immediate opposite direction, you take this ray. Then these two ray we call the the opposite ray. So the opposite ray are here Mn ray, M2n, and M2k. Okay, right?
Yes.
Yes. These are opposite ray. So now if I draw it here, let's say M point here, you take this ray. I called, okay, this ray I called here N. Okay, Mohammed, and let take here, this
Yeah.
A point here. Yes. Are they the opposite ray? Mn is a ray, right? And
Yes.
M of A also ray, but they are not opposite, right?
Yeah.
Because opposite mean it will be immediately this direction, right? If it is here, let's say T, then opposite ray, right?
Yeah.
They are not opposite. Mn ray and Ma ray are not opposite. But Mn ray and Mt ray are opposite. Now is it opposite ray is clear, Mohammed?
Yes.
Okay. They have the same, the end point, and both ray direction are immediately opposite. So they are starting from the same point and going to the opposite direction, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Collinear point. When you say points are collinear, we say two or three or 4 points are collinear if they lie on a same line. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So can you check the time? How long time we have for this link? Because 40 minutes. I think 5 minutes we have, right? More.
No, we have less than 1 minute.
How much?
Less than 1 minute. That's
Less.
what it says.
Less than 1 minute. So then should I send you one more link?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So let me stop this here. Then I sending new link. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.